property getting some work done. I have some time to myself today. Actually, this pretty much the whole weekend, which is awesome. So anyways, today I went out and got some rope. I have a few trees that are hung up. Actually, one of them fell, which I'm thrilled with because it was the one that was the biggest. And I'm gonna tie these up and try to pull some of these trees down, like this one here. And I also brought some watermelon rinds for the deer. They've been eating off of our cedar tree here, and I pulled some more branches for them down the other day, and they've already been eaten completely. So I brought some watermelon rinds for them to have a snack.
So I'm just unwinding the rope and I'm throwing it up as high as I possibly can, because the higher you get it, the more leverage you have over the tree. And I'm just standing far enough away from the tree so that when it falls, it doesn't land on me. And this took so much longer than I thought it would, just pulling constantly. But when it finally came down, it was awesome. And of course, with every tree you take down, there's always a cleanup. So this is one of the dead cedars that I've taken down in the wetlands, and because it's dead, it's actually super light, which is great. But first of all, I'm removing the branches and then I'm cutting them into 3-foot chunks so that I can actually lift them out of the wetlands, because right now we don't have an excavator.
So I've been working away at moving the brush and the logs from that tree that fell. And this is my brush pile here. And most of the brush piles will probably wood chip, but for this one, it's mainly all cedar. So cedar is really rot resistant, and we're probably going to use most of this wood in here for our wetlands when we're creating the wetland garden beds. What's super cool about this pile here is that I can use it for so many different things. I can use it for my daughter's outdoor playground. These stumps will be great seats for her. I can use these posts for things like, I don't know, some sort of climbing thing for her. There's literally so many ways to use cedar wood. And the other thing is we can use them for bonfires outside, and probably even put them in the wood boiler, because I've heard you can do softwood in wood boilers, which is great. So super happy about that. And we have so many more cedars to go that are dry and dead and ready to be cut in the wetlands. I still haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with this guy that's been hung up on these cedar trees. I might have to call for backup for that one.
So I'm basically just continuing in the wetlands, removing all of the small, tiny trees so I can make room for myself to cut down these medium to large cedars, removing the branches and moving the logs, making piles, and making space so that the trees in the forest that are on the edge of the wetlands, that are leaning towards the wetlands, can just fall where they're going to fall with gravity, so that they don't get hung up on all of these dead cedars. And I've noticed that all of these dead cedars really like to have trees hung up on them. And the reason why I'm not cutting these cedars into 8-foot chunks like you normally would is because I cannot physically move an 8-foot log without an excavator.
I needed a little bit of a break. My body's exhausted. So I'm drinking some water and I'm drinking some Ninja Red. So this package is full of really high antioxidant fruits, and I absolutely love it. It has the Ninja Wolfberry, which is a type of goji berry, which is the highest antioxidant fruit, and blueberries and pomegranates and like orange essential oil. So many good things in here. I always drink more of it if I'm sick, but right now I need more of it because I need some energy. So it revitalizes the body and it gives energy, and it's super delicious. So you can look in the description for the link to take a look at Ninja Red. It's pretty awesome.
So yesterday I spent the day clearing these trees, and today I'm cutting them into chunks, clearing the brush and moving them so that they don't get buried. And this brush pile is getting absolutely massive, but it is so rewarding seeing it all come together. Here is our before at the beginning of the week, a small clearing, and here is our after. A lot of trees taken down, and we're ready to move on to the next week. So there is so much more to come with this build journey, even with just clearing the lot, building the home, doing the Chinampa garden beds, and I'm so excited for you to follow along. I'd be super grateful if you liked and commented and subscribed so you can see our future content, like next week's video where we talk about living in a trailer in the Canadian winters. Thanks for joining.